just to be specific. Spitting, sifting through they airways like Bree Specific. Got more power than 92.
What's up, everybody? It's Bree Specific, and I'm here with What's the Word. And of course, you know, every once in a while, I gotta hop on and let y'all know what's going on in the culture, all of the latest and greatest that's coming out. And I had a chance to watch a very, 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 very incredible movie. Something that really, I felt a lot of emotions during this movie. Okay, it's called Back to the Strip, and I'm here with the director and producer, Chris Spencer. How are you?
Actually, it was called Back to the Strip. Now it's called Back on the Strip.
Back on the Strip.
You probably got the old poster. And yeah, I'm here. What's happening?
Well, how are you?
I am superb. Just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. You know what I mean?
I feel that each and every day. Okay, so let's get right into it. So one thing that I did love about the movie, like I said, I felt like there were a lot of different undertones in the movie, like about friendship and perseverance and just romance on top of it being a comedy. Was that like your intentions, or did it just kind of flow out that way?
Absolutely. You know, I got a great compliment from a person at the screening the other day. They're like, yo, you know, it looked like a drama, and then it had this incredible love story, and yet it was so funny with these big comedy set pieces. And I was like, that's exactly what I was trying to do.
I love that.
So I'm glad you're the second person to say they picked up on that. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you know, I love movies. I like to cry in movies sometimes. So, if, you know, a tear kind of jerks me a little bit.
You didn't cry in this movie, did you?
I teared a little bit because
don't give it away. Yes,
I'm not giving it away, but I'm a big like 90s TV show fan. I will say that.
Oh yes. So when you saw that.
Yeah, so going into that, I did see a lot of nostalgic references, even just the cast for me. Like I grew up on Bill Bellamy and Wesley Snipes and Faison Love. So it kind of reminded me of like those 90s, 2000 movies where we kind of just put them all in the same movies.
Exactly. We need those back.
Yes, we do. We definitely do. So I definitely appreciate that. Can you tell me about the importance of bringing those people all together?
You know, it's just like, they do it all the time, right? They have some of the, you know, they do Hangover or Bridesmaids. They'll have some of their greatest people working together. And I was like, yo, we got to do that. I want to create a Wu-Tang Clan of comedy.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Let's bring RZA and ODB and Method Man and you know, Inspector Deck and Ghostface and make a comedy. And that's what I think I accomplished by bringing these dudes who are kings of comedies in their own right and putting them together and making Back on the Strip.
How was it working with them?
Incredible. Like, you know, imagine going to work every day with your best friends.
I love that.
You know what I mean? And it's a job you love. And all we're doing all day is laughing. The set was so fun and funny that when people were told, and all right, that's our picture wrap for you, or it was the end of the day, they would still hang around the set. Like, you know, you could go, no, I'm good. I'm just going to get a sandwich. And people wanted to watch. They wanted to be around the environment. Like, you'll see, I mean, you saw the love that these guys have for each other. None of that was fake.
I love that because it felt so genuine. It definitely gave genuine vibes throughout the movie. So I know that there is a union strike going on. Did it affect the production or like the release of the movie in any kind of?
It affected the promotions of the movie. Okay. Because we, at a time when Screen Actors Guild didn't want us to promote because they're trying to stick it to the man, right? We don't want these conglomerates, these big businesses that are putting out movies who aren't giving us our just due when it comes to the artificial intelligence or when it comes to the streaming and how to pay us. We're like, yo, let's not advertise their movies so they can make more money and not pay us. Mm-hmm. So we, being an independent, were able to petition and get a waiver, right? We're not the big conglomerate. We're just a itty bitty little production company trying to do a comedy.
Just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Yes. And that's what happened. And so they granted us the waiver very quickly, and they're happy for us to be able to promote, and they want more people to do things like we're doing, which is, you know, independent movies.
I love that. So how important was it to amplify the comedic voices? Because we all know we live in a very sensitive and touchy society these days. Yes, so how important was it for you to keep that genuine comedy, but still not ruffle too many feathers, if you know what I mean?
Listen, comedy is dark and comedy is edgy, but there's a level of where you can't go, right? You can't be too disrespectful, right? Or you're defeating the purpose of trying to make people laugh. Now, there are some people who love shock comedy, and they're great shock comedians, and they do great shocking movies that there's an audience for, but it's definitely not our culture. You know what I mean? Like, we don't laugh like that. We don't talk like that.
For sure.
We
It
like
doesn't
a little
relate
edge.
the same.
You know what I mean? Like, there could never be a black Eminem that says he hates his mama and make a rap song. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you hate your mama, don't let us know. Because
Okay.
we don't care what happened, you can never hate your mama. So that's just how we are different. We're different culturally. And so I had to adhere to those silent mores as I made this movie, along with my writing partner, Eric Daniel.
I love that. So how was it working with some of the younger talent like Spence Moore?
Oh my God. It was like Play-Doh. Anything I asked him to do, he could do.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think I've ever seen this guy not smile.
Really?
Oh, he's just a charming and happy individual. And I would love to continue to work with him. I want to be his Scorsese and him be my De Niro. Like, there's nothing he can't do.
I love that. So were there any jewels or advice that you gave him throughout the movie that you feel like kind of
Yeah, I said, do what the hell I tell you to do, and you'll make it. No, I didn't have to. I just, he listened to direction. He followed direction. There's a lot of times, you'll give an actor some direction, but they're so in their head on what they want to do that they can't get out of it. They already have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that wasn't a problem with him. I gave him a choice. Bam, he could do it.
And sometimes it's easier to just take direction.
Yeah, it's not as easy as you think. You know what I mean? Especially if let's say you studied all day.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yo, let's take your outfit. I'm gonna rock this yellow shirt and I'm finna kill him. And then somebody's like, you should wear a red shirt. You're like, no, I like my yellow one. No. But the red is gonna bring out that dope ass chain. I really love this yellow shirt. So that happens a lot with actors. They really love their first choice. And sometimes you can't take them out of it. And that's when, it becomes problematic, especially for a director. And a lot of them won't work because they can't take direction. They can't take criticism.
How do you handle that? Like when you have like difficulties with an actor?
I haven't had that problem, luckily. You know what I mean? I haven't had a problem where they're like, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? So, and I cast people who will listen to me and trust me. I've known Tiffany Haddish since she was 15 years old.
Wow.
You know what I mean? JB, Gary, Faison, and Bill, we've known each other 25 years. We've been in comedy rooms and comedy dungeons, and we've been through this thing together. We're in the same fraternity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So going back to working with Spence Moore and some of the younger actors, is there any other actors that you've probably worked with or are looking to work with?
Reagan Harris, listen to that. Remember that name. She's dynamic in this movie and she's going to work forever. Our villain, Ryan Alexander, who plays, yeah, he's gifted. You know what I mean? When he auditioned, he was Blaze, right? And then when we talked to him, he turned into a different guy. I was like, whoa, you're not an asshole. So, because he was so good at it, as you saw, that's not really him. He's really a well-read, very highly educated young man. And I was blown away at the choices he made in the audition. And as you can see, what translated onto the screen, he's a very good actor.
He's a very, very good actor. So if you could tell people one reason why they should go and see Back on the Strip, what would it be?
It's time to fall in love again with A, the movie theater, B, Black people, Black culture, and Black comedy, right? Let's go back. Listen, Netflix and chill was great. I've seen a lot of stuff on BET Plus. I've seen a lot of stuff on Hulu and Amazon. And yes, I'm going to say it.
We got Tubi now. I love
Tubi. I said it, Tubi.
I love Tubi.
There is nothing like that movie theater feel, the ambiance, the Dolby stereo, whatever they're playing, the smell of popcorn, stepping on people's toes, all that experience. I'm on the West Coast, so red vines. I know y'all like, what's that?
I don't like Wesley red vine.
What's that? Red vines are licorice. You guys eat that other stuff.
Oh, Twizzlers?
And a candle with sugar on it. But nonetheless, jujubes, Mounds, almonds, goobers, raisinets, all of that is at your disposal at the movie theater. Let's go back to the theater. And I think with the success of The Blackening, and of course, Barbie and Oppenheimer, like, people want to get the hell out of the house.
Yes, for sure.
And go have that experience. So people are saying grab a friend. I'm saying grab all your friends. Like how Girls Trip did with like they created Flossy Posses. Go grab all your friends and go see Back on the Strip. I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
This is definitely a movie I would love to see in theaters as well. But thank you so
Go
much.
again.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna support for sure.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.